I'm Michelle Pitstick. I'm the math teacher at Royalmont Academy. My family became involved with Royalmont 20 years ago. I was involved as a parent and a volunteer and then eventually became a teacher here. Typically, freshmen coming in will take either Algebra 1 or Geometry. If they would like to test out of Algebra 1, if they've had a full Algebra 1 course in their elementary school, they have the option to do so, and then they would come into Algebra 2. We then go on to pre-calculus and then calculus. I also teach an Intro to Engineering and a STEM class. The Intro to Engineering course is more delving into each of the engineering disciplines. STEM is very similar, but we would include science, technology, engineering, and math. So we hit those different branches, not just the engineering. We also have a brand new engineering lab in the back, which is wonderful, with brand new 3D printers, table saw, all kinds of fun toys that I can't even list on two hands because there's so many. I think it's so important for the kids to get their hands dirty. Right now, our new project coming up is they are going to find either a vacuum cleaner, a toaster, and they are going to take it apart and make parts lists, and it's a little mechanical engineering project for them. My background is in industrial engineering, and then I worked in the systems consulting world for quite a few years before I stayed home with kids. I love being able to show the kids what I used to work on, introduce them all the different engineering disciplines, and show them that this math really matters in the world, and it's not just something that you do in high school and you'll never see it again. You will see it again. What gets me excited about teaching math is when you see a student's face and they finally understand it and they have that eureka moment. That's why I do what I do. Math has a very important purpose, obviously, and I like to be able to explain to the students real-world applications of what they're doing with their math problems in the classroom. I teach the majority of the math classes in the high school, and I do think there's a distinct benefit in that because I see those students from Algebra 1 through Geometry, through pre-calc, through calc. I can see their development. I know what their weaknesses are, and it's just such a joy to me when they come to the next year and all of a sudden they've overcome the common mistake that dragged them down the year before. I'm constantly looking to figure out how to make things more efficient, how to teach math in a way that the students can understand it, see the real world applications of it, and have fun doing it. Because just doing math problems all the time, you're gonna lose the majority of students eventually. And so they never know really what they're gonna get when they come into class. They know we're gonna go over and learn the skill, but then they don't really know how we're gonna practice that skill until they come to class the next day. At Royalmont, we integrate religion into our subject matter. And one of the ways I do that with math is I talk about how solving the steps of this algebra equation, the rules to solve that equation are similar to the 10 Commandments. God gave us the 10 Commandments as rules to follow, to live by. And yet we still have rules in algebra, we still have rules in math, and these are the rules we have to follow to solve the steps of this equation. I also have a poster in my room of the 10 Commandments of math. I think number one is all problems must be written in pencil. I'm big on that one. Because we also make mistakes and we want to be able to erase them. And we talk about that relates back to going to confession. And I actually think one of the most important things in math is you have to do practice problems. And once you do the practice problems, then you have to grade those problems and figure out what you did wrong. Because if you never do that, you'll never fix the mistake you're constantly making. One thing I'd want the Royalmont families to know about me is that I'm not here for the money. I'm here because I love teaching math. I love teaching here at Royalmont, and I love the spiritual reward that I get every day when I come to work.